Power BI Business Analytics. This slide we will just go through about fuzzy matching, which is during the merge joins. So when we merge two tables, there is an option called fuzzy join, fuzzy match for merging the tables. And usually there is no need to use that, but there are certain times when we need to use that. And we will see how we will use that and what is this fuzzy matching. So without fuzzy matching, if you match two tables, it will be like this. So it will look at Asia. This is the first table and this is the second table. Just think about this is as a left table and this is at the right table, and we are trying to use a left join. And in the left join, it will search, okay, whatever data is there in the left join, and it will compare it with the data in the right table. And if the left doesn't match the right, only the left will be shown. But right now, okay, we can use an inner join, and if you use inner join, what the picture what I have prepared is for inner join. So whatever inner join is there, it matches perfect columns. Like if it matches both the tables, and it will take the value which is matching perfectly. So Asia is matching perfectly, Africa is matching perfectly, and North America is not matching because see this, there is a spell error in the second table, so it won't join together. The same for South America, Antarctica. Here also there is a spelling mistake. So South America, there is a spelling mistake is not there, but it didn't. So South America also should be here. So Europe is there. Australia, one R is missing here, so it is not there. So without fuzzy join, when you do inner join, only the perfect matching will be shown here. So of course, South America is also there. So while using fuzzy join, what will happen is it will take away all the whichever is whichever comes near to that name, it will take, and you can generate a table out of that. Like see here, North America, no TH is not there, but it comes almost near to the North American spelling, so it will take that. Same thing for Australia. Here one R is not there, so it is almost related to Australia, so it will use that Australia. Same thing for Antarctica also. So how that happens is in fuzzy join there is something called similarity threshold, where it is a number between 0 and 1. So if you give 1, it will be perfect match. That means apple is not this apple is not this apple. So APPL is not APPL, and if you give 0, it is less match. So here what happens in the previous side is, here if you would have given 1, this matching won't happen. The matching will be going to exact match, like here it will come. This is like if you give 1 value. If you give less than 1 or might be 0.5, you will get this value. That means the perfect match will decrease and decrease, and it will come to the least match. Usually if you give around 0.4 or something, it will be most of the things will be matching here. This 0.6 or 0.4, if you give, most of the things will be matching here. But in Power BI, I think they have given 0.8 as default value, and you can give the value and you can reduce it. You can reduce it for matching. So we will see an example of that. Yeah. So what we can do is that we will go to Kaggle. Go to Kaggle and get a data set, and we'll try to do one. Okay, we'll take crop production in India, and we will download this data set, and we will use this fuzzy matching in the state name. Here only one table is there, and we can consider it as fact table. We will try to create one dimension table, and that is for state name, and we will use fuzzy logic in that, fuzzy matching in that. And at the same time, we can download this. At the same time, we can get the data of the states in India. We can get in states and then enter. Here, of course, we will be having a table of states and union territories. What we can do is that we can join, not join, we can append these two tables, and so that we will get the entire state and union territories. We'll copy this. So we have taken the Power BI, and we'll get the data set. It is a CSV file. So we'll go to get data set, and this is a crop production. Yeah, we got it, and we will transform the data so that we can create the dimension table. So we got the fact table. Now we need to create a dimension table. So what we can do one thing. I'll duplicate this value. I'll duplicate this table. It's called production. I will change the table name. So I'll change the table name to crop state. So what we can do is that to understand this fuzzy matching, we'll get only this state name. So remove other columns and remove the duplicates. So state and union territories, now we are getting 33 in this. So actually it is more than 33, it is 35 or 36. So what we can do is that we can get another data of state and union territories. And we have already copied the website link for that, Wikipedia. So we will give that, and we will get the table for that. So this is the table, and I think the table for state, yeah, this is for state, and this is for union territory. So these two tables we are getting it, and of course what we need to do is that same thing, we can remove the other column, and here also we can remove the other column. So if here we have 28 and here we have around 8, that means 36 are there. So what we will do, we will actually we will append these two tables. Of course, to append this table, you need to have the heading also correctly. So we will write it as state and UT. And here also we will do the same, state and UT. State and UT. So we will create, we'll append the queries and we'll create a new table for that. And table 4 and table 5 we need to append. So we got the append, we got the state 4 and state 5, and with this we can create it as states, states and UTs. So around 36 are there, but actually what we are having is 30 in the crop production data set. We have only 33 as states in dimension table. So what we can do is that we can use this table instead of this dimension table. So how we can use it? This, whether we will see whether it is proper or whether it is, because if you see here we have this name. This name is totally different, and here. So we will see how when we merge these two tables, we will try to merge these two tables, and we will see whether fuzzy, what is the difference between the fuzzy logic, difference between fuzzy match and without fuzzy match. So we can, I'm going to merge as new. So we are getting the state and we are getting the state and union territories. Here we are seeing both. So without using fuzzy, see, selection matches 30. We want everything. We want all the values. So I'll give full outer. So we have 30 rows from first is actually from the first table, from the left table, everything should match the right table, because the first table it is 33 names of 33 states, and the second one it is entire states around 36 others. So definitely the first should match. So we will see why it is not matching, and we are not using fuzzy matching. We are just using without fuzzy matching, and we'll change the name without fuzzy, and we're going to see how the matching happened. See, most of the things are matched, but see Telangana, it is not matched in this table. And see, this is not getting matched here. Same way, this union territory is not getting matched to this. Same, this is not getting matched to this. When you see this, there might not be any problem, but there might be a small space or something in between. So if it is like that, this will not match this table. So why? So avoiding that, you can use fuzzy logic. So now we are getting lots of null values in both the tables. But if you are using fuzzy matching, you will not get any null values in this table, because in this table we are having all the entire uh, 39 states and union territories. So what we will do is that we will try to use fuzzy magic, and we will use it once again. So we are going to merge both the tables once again using fuzzy. Now I'm, I'm going to use fuzzy. So when I used fuzzy logic, it took to 32 out of 38. I told, isn't it? See, so the value will be between 0 and 1. So, and default date is 8.0. So it is not exact, it is not taking exact match, it is coming little bit down. So we can give little bit down value, we can give around 0.6. We give 0.6. See, entire row is matched. But if you give 0.8, that is a default one. Default one, it is showing 32. And if you give one, it won't match anything. It will be similar. So we are going to give 0.6. So when we give 0.6, and the table is matched from the left outer join. And for showing everything, we can use uh, fuzzy outer. Now here we can change this fuzzy match, and we can test the table. See, almost everything is matched. Here this is matched, and here what are we when Telangana was there, and Jammu was there. So here both of them are matched. T, this is matched, and this is also matched. These three are not there in this table. So we can use this table as a dimension table instead of this table, because most of the things are you can use a fuzzy logic with fuzzy match, and you can use this table everything, and make use of this table as the dimension table, so that you can get a perfect state and you can go to this dimension table. So we are going to use this table in this fact table. So we will take out of all the we will we will take out of all the other table. Only these two are there. We will throw out all other things. And of course, this is our dimension table, state and domain interface, it's 36. But this has to be matching with this state name. So what we have to do, we can, of course, to make it a dimension table, we need to give a state ID also. So we can just add a column, index column as ID, and use ID, and this we can use as state ID. So now instead of this state, we will be using the state ID only. but you have to match this table with respect to this dimension table. You know, most of the spelling errors are there, but we can match this with, we can merge the with the fuzzy matching. So merge queries, no need to add another table, just merge it in here itself. And we will merge with union. These two we are going to merge. And of course, lots of missing things are there, but we are using fuzzy. The fuzzy also, some things are not matched, so we are giving the same value 0.6. Now almost all are matched. Yeah, we need to use we're using left outer because we are concentrating on this table. So what we are doing, we are just, we don't want the state name once again. We just need state ID. They just got the state ID, and we can move it here. And of course we can remove this. Now we will see how it is relating. We can, of course, there is no need to change the name. We will close and apply. So now you got the two tables. You can see both the tables. We go for seeing the relationship. You can see, okay, is that it has automatically joined the two tables using state ID. Now the problem here is, since we are using fuzzy matching, so all the operations here will be very slowly, because it will be, every time it will be searching and it will be matching, and then it will be showing the output. So using this will consume more memory. So anyway, we can check how it is working. So we are just, we are not creating any measure or anything. We are just using the same column, and then take the slicer and check the slicer. So here we have all the states and union territories. Now we can check how much is okay. This was not there. Here it was. And we're getting everything. So we can use the bar chart to show the state list. And then production. So here we can check, okay, this state is having the highest one and the lowest one is coming to the next state. You can use the slicer also, checking with respect to the states. We are Andaman, Gujarat, etc. So this is how we can use fuzzy matching in merge join, where you can merge two tables to mostly you can use it for creating a dimension table, a perfect dimension table. Okay, thank you.